Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is SD. I'm really excited to do this video today because this video is going to be about my coming out story. So I've been playing around with my YouTube channel for a few weeks now, trying to decide what I really wanted to talk about here and what I really wanted this YouTube channel to be for me. And it was suggested by my daughter actually that I do this video. So how did I come out? Better yet, how did I come out at 48 years old? Wow, right? So for the longest time, I didn't want to talk to anyone about what my sexuality was and whether or not I was into women, into men, or both. Actually, I am into both. So the conversation was, how do I do that, right? So the first thing I did coming out was to come out to myself, which, most people say, well, you didn't really come out. Well, yeah, you got to accept who you are first before you can give anybody else the opinion about who you are, or even tell anyone about who you are and what your sexual preference is. You've got to have some acceptance of that for yourself. So that's the first thing I did, and that took a long time. To be honest with you, that took a very long time before I was able to say to myself in the mirror, yeah, I like chicks. Yeah, it took a minute. So the second thing I did after I finally accepted myself, before I told my children, before I told my parents, I told one of my closest cousins. Actually, I told my cousin first. And I think I probably was the most emotional I ever was in my entire life when I told her. Just because you just don't know what people are going to say and what people are going to feel and what the reaction is going to be. So she just hugged me up, with tears in my eyes. I expressed to her, my sexual preference, and she hugged me up and told me that she absolutely loved me, and no matter what and no matter who, she would be there always to support me. So what I freaked out about telling her and telling my friends and then ultimately finally telling my parents really for me was really a godsend, because it really was, the difficulty was just the preparation to say it. But after it was out and after I said it, they just looked at me like, okay, that's it. Like for some of my friends, one in particular, I met up with her and I said I really wanted to talk to her face to face. So she thought I was going to give her like a tragic story about what I was going through physically, like whether or not I had like a physical ailment. And when I finally told her, she said, that's it, and continued to sip on her margarita. Like I just said, this, it's windy today. So I was really, really fortunate that I didn't have really horrendous horror stories when I came out to my friends and when I came out to my parents. However, coming out to my children was not so easy. That was a very, very hard pill to swallow for my children. They did not initially accept where I was in my life and who I wanted to be with. And so it has taken some time. It has been a struggle. Just kind of just letting folks know that you have your life to live. I have my life to live. I love you. Hopefully you will continue to love me, and I will do my very, very best to make sure that I don't make people feel uncomfortable. And I shouldn't have to do that, but because it's my children, I will. And so we've come a long way from the time I told my children exactly what was going on in my life. So today, I'm really happy to say that we've come full circle and we're working our way back to what we were and who we were to each other before I actually told them about my sexual preference. So my coming out story is probably different than most people's coming out story, because a lot of times people can come out early on in their life, mid 20s, teenagers. I've got some family members who I've known that have been out for years, and secretly I've envied them because I always felt like I couldn't come out. I always felt like I couldn't express who I was as an individual, which is sad, but it's the truth. But today I stand proud. I actually wrote a book about my experiences. I finally learned how to input things, so I'm going to input that somewhere along here, so that you guys can see, what I wrote about my journey, so that if you're interested in, taking a look for yourself and reading it, it will be available on Amazon for you to do that. But yeah, I'm really, really blessed. I'm really, really thankful that I've got support from my family now, and I've got support from my children. And so this is my coming out story. Yours may be different. You know, put some comments down below. Let me know how yours went. Let me know whether or not, you know, you're still struggling. You know, reach out. I can be the, you know, some support for you if you actually need to figure out how to come out to your family. Okay. So again, thanks for watching my channel. Thanks for always being here to be supportive. Peace.